So, the movie starts with some kids who are practicing football. One of them has a birthday today. So after practice, the kids' coach tells everyone to go to the nearby cave and have a good adventure. All the kids agree to this, but one kid is not able to go with them due to some work. After that, all the kids go inside the cave called Tham Luang. And the parents of the other and all the children were preparing for the birthday party. But no child had returned yet. Then the child who could not go to the cave tells the parents of all the children that our group has gone to Tham Luang cave for adventure. Now all the people get worried hearing this, because the weather department had already warned that it is going to rain very fast. There is no doubt about when it will stop. The rescue team sends the emergency service to the rescue team immediately so that the children can be taken out of the cave as soon as possible. The divers of the rescue team go inside the cave with full preparation. But the cave was completely filled with water. The divers reached the chamber number 3 with great difficulty. They're friends where we saw the children for the last time. But there is no sign of the children. All the children seem to have disappeared. At the same time, the parents of all the children are still waiting for the children outside the cave that they will come now. They will come then. But after many hours, when the divers come out of the cave, their own condition gets worse. Because the road was extremely bad due to the water. And seeing this, everyone gets very worried. The parents of the children cry and feel bad the cave. After hearing this news, a man named Thanet from another city, who has good knowledge about caves, comes to that village. He tells an old man that, as far as I know, water is not going from outside but from above the cave. This means that there are sinkholes on the roof of the cave which are pouring water from the mountain into that cave. Hearing this, the old man is also surprised. So, they both go to the upper part of the cave to check where there are really sinkholes are actually made. And with the help of this, a lot of water was going inside that cave. That's why both of them start to close it. After some time, 5 days pass by. But still, no one had found the children. With this, everyone was almost hopeful that they will get the children. Now, with no other option, Thailand's government asks for help from England's government. That's why England's government gives this task to 2 of its great divers, Rick and John, so that they can go inside the cave and find the kids. So, both of them come to Thailand and check the place. They wear their suits and enter the cave where there was only water all around. They managed to reach a place called Junction of the cave, which was 1,600 meters away from the entrance. But there were no signs of the water depth and he gets panic attacks because of that. John gives his oxygen mask to that man and asks him to go out with Rick. Till then he will wait for Rick to come back. Rick tries to take that man out, but that man was not taking any rest. Rick has to face a lot of problems, but he somehow manages to take that man out, after which he goes inside again and gives John an oxygen mask, so now they both manage to come out of the cave after coming out. They tell the governor that they didn't see any sign of the children till Junction. It is possible that they have gone even further inside or they have drowned in the water and died friends. 7 days pass by. All the rescue team members say that we have to go ahead of Junction. We can't expect anything. On which the divers say that we have to wait for the rain to stop so that the water reduces. Because we won't be able to go inside in this much water. In the next scene, when the governor comes near the mountain, he sees a thorn there, which tells the governor that we have to turn the flow of water so that the water goes to the other side of the fields. This will destroy their crops, but the water in the cave will be reduced. That's why the governor goes to talk to the villagers, and the villagers are ready to destroy their crops for the sake of the children. Now after 10 days, as the rain stops, Rick and John again go inside the cave. And this time they go much further than the Junction. But even after coming so far, they don't find any sign of the children. But as soon as they are about to return, they see a light on at a place. So they both go inside through a very narrow path. The government says that the children are safe there, but they will be very worried to bring them out. The man who was pumping the pump was stuck within 100 meters. He panicked so much while bringing him out that he could have lost his life. But the children are within 250 meters. 250 meters means that it is almost impossible to bring them out. Hearing this, all the people outside get worried. After this, a team of divers goes to the children with food. Doctors are also included in them who check the children. But when the condition of the train drivers is so bad, then the children are children. It was now impossible to bring them out. Now the governor assures the parents of all the children that, look, we have provided food and water to the children, and we are trying our best to take care of them. They will be brought out soon. But the parents tell them that many days have passed. You have been saying this for a long time, but the children have not returned yet. When will we be able to see our kids? The governor doesn't have an answer to the parents' questions. It's been 14 days now. Records of England calls in some more divers. They also go to the kids and see their condition, and they get more nervous seeing them. It's impossible to get these kids out of any training. They also send their parents' written letter to the kids. Before reading the letter, the coach feels that all the parents must be taking responsibility for this. But on the contrary, all the parents are thanking the coach for putting their courage in their children and saving them. Thank you for that. In the next scene, Rick and John call Dr. Henry to them, who is an anesthesia specialist. Anesthesia specialist is the one who gives an injection to a patient before the operation, so that the patient does not feel pain, because he is not in his senses at that time. Actually, Rick and John's plan is that they will make all the children unconscious and take them out of the cave. The oxygen cylinder's pipe opens up due to the rock and all the oxygen is released. Due to lack of oxygen, he dies there. Now all the rescue team gets very sad. Then they realize that Rick and John were right. If the train drivers panic there, the kids are in a different league. Now Rick and John tell the anesthesia plan to the governor, that this is the only way to get the kids out. Without that, we can't get them out. But there is no guarantee that all the kids will come back alive. And they are praying for their children, because this is the last chance to bring the children out. If the divorce doesn't work out, then the children may never come out. Here, the divorce team reaches the cave and tells the team members who are already present that they can only bring 4 children out at a time. On this, the team members agree, and then 4 children are injected and their limbs are tied so that if they get conscious on the way, they don't have to worry about it. But as soon as they move a child forward, the ends start to bring him out. But when Chris, the diver, brings a child out, he lets go of the rope and somehow manages to hold a table and take care of himself. But he is stuck with the child. So he starts waiting for the others to come. The other divers, who were given the responsibility of the children, bring them out. Then Rick's eyes fall on Chris. He tells him to stay here. Henry is coming after me. He will bring you out. You just take care of yourself and the child. Chris agrees. After Tabrik, Henry comes there. He manages to get out with Chris and the kid. And now the coach has also got out. This makes everyone happy. Everyone has done such a difficult task. And with this mixed feeling, this survival movie ends.